Hi, this is Don Hardenbrook with Smart Service Desk, and we wanted to show you the incident management module. And I'm going to log in as an employee. And what we'll get to is the home screen here. And I'm going to create a new incident ticket. As you see, we will log in and the contact person, which is connected to Active Directory, and we'll create this incident. We can also identify the business impact, urgency, and source. And if it is a common incident request, then we can select from the template, for example, printer not working. It will notify you that a similar ticket exists and asks to make sure that we're not creating duplicates to continue. In this case, I will continue and make a note here. And then I can save the ticket, and it will identify the ticket. And if I click on here, I can go directly to the ticket and go ahead and start with processing and working with the employee on what the particular issues are. Now that we've created an incident ticket, we're going to go in as a support person and address the ticket to get it resolved. Once the employee has actually entered in the ticket, we have workflow rules that are tailored to your business that allows the support person to log in and start processing the ticket. So the first thing you'll come to is the dashboard with all the various, in this case it shows the instance, but other ITIL metrics and KPIs you can find as well. I'm going to go ahead and go into the list of tickets that we have and pick the first one here, which is the printer not working. And as soon as I click on that ticket, you notice I have a dashboard, incident dashboard at the top that really shows the similar tickets related to either the user or the service. And in addition to that, you have some knowledge solutions on how those best practices on how to resolve these types of incidents. And it shows over here on the right, and if I click on that, it will actually bring the detail of how to resolve that particular type of incident. Okay, so now now that I have the knowledge article, I'm going to close that window. I'm going to go back to the original ticket. So now I'm going to select this incident. So when I have the ticket open, I can go ahead, and the way the incident module, as well as many of the other modules are, is that it's tied to our service level agreement. And if I go down here and look at the service level agreement, you can see what that commitment is for. And so the support person knows that they need to get this resolved in 1 day. So I can go here and initiate as a support person to put the ticket and start addressing the ticket, and then go down and start with the resolution. You can take advantage of the existing knowledge articles and look at those. There's one here already that assume this one is the correct one to address the printer issue. Submitted is okay. And what I can do now is I can send this email and the resolution to the contact person that I'm working with, or the person who actually created the request for the incident to begin with, and then submit that. Once the support person has resolved the ticket, it is sent back to the employee to either accept or reject the resolution. So I'm going to log back in as the employee. And I've noticed that my ticket now has been notified as resolved. So I can go into the ticket, again as the employee, view the resolution, and I can choose to either accept or reject the resolution. If I accept the resolution, then the ticket will be closed out. If I reject the ticket, then it will be sent back to the support group for further resolution. Assuming I accept it here, You'll see the status as accepted. And within that time frame, if the employee does not decide to accept the resolution or does not respond, the organization can decide after 3 or 5 days to automatically close the ticket. And now that we're going to show that once an employee has accepted the resolution of an incident, that the support person can now go in and close. So I'm going to log in as a support person, go to the list of incidents, and see that the resolution has been accepted. And then go to that state of actually closing out the ticket. Now we now have the option to close the ticket or also to change the categorization of the ticket. In this case, it will ask you for a root cause. And then the reason for the closure. And acknowledge whether it's been resolved or not. If choosing so that we know that this now has been an issue that now resolved in a way that's a best practice, we could also copy this to the knowledge base. I'm not going to do that here, but I'll go ahead and close this incident.